NC State's offense will get the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. NC State quick to the line.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Across the 25, he's got room. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust.
Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Grab behind the line. It's Moncrief. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the right side.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. NC State now operating from the red zone.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Quick completion to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, we have reached a conclusion in the Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's played. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Off play action. Deep throw off his back foot. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Oh, man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're working that left side. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. NC State going up tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 2.
Touchdown, NC State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3-and-out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing this.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. NC State quick to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Touchdown Wolfpack. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's 3. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. It's complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Gives it to the back on the draw. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. NC State going up tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
42, North Carolina, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Connor, but I'm trying to put some points up right now.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. On his way back from the 20. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just feeds the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. Take your steps, you get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw again. On target. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Fires left. He's got it. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moncrief. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, NC State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
Found a seam on the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. NC State quick to the line. He wants to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.